Buonasera. Okay, we can switch to English. I think it's Ima, right? So I have to speak English. I think. Yeah, that's probably right. Good evening, and after a long rest for me, we are going to follow an important round because today it's round 3 of tour tournament, and yeah, it's clear that that's probably the best tournament. I think it's the most difficult because tour is always the discipline where you have the most mountains, the less randomness. I feel it's like this. So when you arrive at the third round of tour, obviously the real World Cup starts. So it's going to be surely interesting. We're going to follow with a special eye the Group B, and it's a nice group. I believe. I think it's going to be Leo versus Agap versus Tuanu versus Guilherme versus Vadia 23. Vadia is a Belarusian player. He's kind of a surprise. So yeah, I think he's one to watch because never underestimate anyone. PCM, especially when the game is not the best, is always kind of difficult. But yeah, we have to pay real attention, in my opinion, to two stages today. I don't know if we are showing the route with our transmission. We have. Uh, Okay, we are now. We have actually, as always, four stages, and we have coupled opening. A stage between Bruxelles, back and forth, 181 kilometers. I think that's the most tricky stage. Cobbles are not a lot, though. But obviously, I think it seems like looking at the profile, we're going to have the Udparemont, we will have the Mur de Grammont, the Bosberg. So actually, pretty difficult race, considering we're in a tour, which means for sure players are going to be tested in keeping their riders because. Yeah, while I think they're going to play for the we stage win, obviously, but they also have to avoid losing time with the climbers because otherwise it's going to be a real difficult task. And the task is made even more difficult by the individual time trial, which is I think a pretty skilled one because there are many climbs, many small climbs. So players are going to change drastically their tempo. So I think in this 30-kilometer long individual time trial, there is going to be some fun. Hi, Finn.
Hello.
And so we go to the third stage, which is the queen stage of the day. I think the queen stage of the whole World Cup. Conegliano Gardeccia, which is probably the most brutal mountain stage we're going to witness. Jau and Fedaya. And the finish is on a steep climb, which is Gardeccia, exactly. And then last stage, Besançon-Courchevel, 161.5 kilometers. Conegliano Gardeccia is 227 kilometers. So we go way over the barrier of 200 kilometers. I think last stage isn't going to change much in the GC because I think climbs are a bit too shallow to make actually difference. But yeah, it depends on how players will play. As always, I think that's the most important thing. Then we can have a look at groups. Group A, Ush, Daniel Miko, Ben Young, Dinley, Orca, Ghosty. I believe Ghost is going to suffer because he's like me because he always suffers when he plays against Miko because Miko, well, won't speak further. Ush and Ben Young are going to be good picks. I see Dinley and Orca a bit behind in the hierarchy of the group. We will see. Group B, the one we were going to follow mainly, is going to be Leo Falandri, Vadia, 23 Agap, Guilherme, Tuanu, Pepel. I think Leo and Tuanu are going to have the easiest life in this group. Then I think Agap is going to fight for the third position with, well, maybe Guilherme, but I think Guilherme is a bit ahead of Pepel and Vadia. I put them on the same part. So I will say Leo, Tuanu, or Tuanu Leo, depending on race dynamics. Then Agap, Guilherme, Pepel e Vadia. But as I said, I think Pepel, Vadia, and Guilherme are going to be pretty near, pretty close in values. Group C: Snake, Colicus, the world champion team, Joe Whiteley, Pompon, El Frog. I feel like yeah, I wouldn't say it's going to be a cakewalk in the park for Joe, because I think when you are the strongest in the group, it's always tricky because people may play against you. Also, you have the actual Tour World Champion, which is Oligul's, so not to be underestimated. I think like it's five of them that no, it's Joe, then Snake, Colicul's team, and El Frogo can everyone can play for for the second place and the third. So I think it's going to be four players for two spots. Joe, I think, is going to pass. I don't know if he's going to pass the like first, second, and third, because everything can happen. I wouldn't bet on him winning the group, but I will bet on him passing. At Pompon, I see him a bit late. And then we have Group D: Baso, Gabi, Swagson, Yanu, Kingmaker, Tails. So I believe this is the best group, probably. But Baso could be seen like favorite. Gabi hasn't the same form as previous years, but he's always a dangerous player. You have to know that. And then Swagson. Here, I think, to be honest, the three spots are pretty sealed. I don't see Yanu, Kingmaker, or Tails doing the surprise here. But everything can happen, as I said, because I think the race is going to contain many surprises. Okay, I believe we are starting in every group. Yeah, okay. Ush is starting here. AGAP group is starting. Joe, okay, AGAP, I believe it's the same group, Group B, so the one we are streaming. Okay, Joe's group started, and Finn group already also started. So we have everything under control, and we are going to start talking about Group B. As I said, it's our group. So as I said, we are going to start with this coupled stage. I'm going to be interested because yeah, someone may say they could actually try to make the tour for the puncher because of that. I don't remember his values in time trial, to be honest. So when there is couples, I think there's always a chance that players could play for the puncher, but we will see, because obviously anything can be said until we see that happening. Okay, EMEA stopped his riders, as you can see, and let's see. Vadia is going to be is trying to already form his train to attack, I believe. In fact, I think it's going to be interesting to see who is putting in. Okay, I don't think he's going to attack with the cub, with the flying bear, no? Well, Tuanu is the first one to attack, and he puts four riders into the break. or at least he tries because yeah, they're so close to each other that now the break has already been catched. Leo isn't still. Tuanu almost got dropped in the heat of the moment, and now Vadia goes, and Vadia attacked with the climbers. Yeah, he attacked with climbers mainly. Obviously, other players put the Cable Rider in the break because obviously they're trying to win the stage with him. It looks like. Well, Cobbler and the Puncher. They are going to be the main picks. Emma, if you want to tell me to change group on WhatsApp, please, so I actually see it. Okay. Okay. The group at the moment is quiet. Because breaks attempt didn't actually work. Um, yeah, it's we are closing on the first cobbled section, which is Barent, as you can see on top right screen. Guilherme tries to go. Leo immediately follows and he actually closes the gap. No, because A gap actually managed to get the gap. Then Tuanu and Vadia arrive. And Pepelle at the moment looks like he's the one in the most difficult because he has troubles following the moves. He joins now with only two riders. Well, Variant is a very easy couple section, 1.9 kilometers, one star, as you can see. Let's see if Putberg, which is the next, is going to cause more troubles to riders. A1 formed, someone attacked with other two riders, trying to bridge to the break. Okay, now Pepel has four riders. Yeah, he decided to do something different from the others. Probably, yeah, probably benefiting in the end by the decision of being the last joining the break. Someone else joined the break now. Let's see who is. I think, yeah, it's another man from Tuanu. So now it's four riders for Tuanu and Pepel, three riders for everyone. Now someone uh, sent A1, another. And it's Agap trying to make the difference with Budiak, which is the 77 mountain, yeah. And he stopped an helper, stopped the helper to help Budiak coming back in the group. There is the group played hasn't a big advantage, to be honest. It's more than 1 minute. It's 1 minute and a half at the moment. So the advantage is controlled. The break hasn't taken the good advantage at the moment. We are closing on the first intermediate sprint of the day, which will be the last, the one and only in this stage. So we are going to see which will be the pick for playing the green jersey. I think, to be honest, I think no one took sprinters. The only sprinter that may have sense, considering his ability on climbs, is the 77. But I believe here uh, the 82 sprinter isn't going a factor. So I think people are going to play this classification for the puncher. In the meantime, Guilherme tried to attack with Almeida, trying to join. It looks like the race is very controlled because there is a break, but the break isn't going um, to gain that much advantage, which is obviously the situation where the climbers are going to play for the GC in the end. The climbers, yeah, because I don't see the 77 mountain riders keeping the pace with their shit value on cobbles. And now let's see the sprint because I believe it's going. No, okay. I actually told bullshit to you because Sagan, so the 82 sprinter, is here for Leo, but yeah, everyone. No, it's the 77 sprinter. So obviously they went for the 77 sprinter, which I told you was the only sprinter that could make actually sense in a race like this. It looks like Guilherme actually dropped the back with Almeida, and now I think the break is gaining more advantage. Obviously, it's going to be for now. It isn't going to be a very difficult stage because it looks like these cobbled sections are pretty easy. Well, some beef going and okay, Pepel actually going. Rebel is trying to anticipate the group, and Tuanu, obviously, they are together with AGAP. They have four riders, so actually they would want to, yeah. Let's see why they are being. Can I see Leo? What riders Leo have ahead? Yes, Sagan, Foss, and Alaphilippe. Okay. Why Guilherme is saying, okay, Guilherme is in a bad spot. Okay, if actually they are beefing like this, maybe feel like the break can gain so much advantage. And so these risks to be for the cobbler. Well, let's see because obviously I don't know the actual difficulty of the cobbles today, but to me it looks like cobbles isn't cobbles because
So
we
I
are
think
on both.
the problem here is Guillermo is the only one not having a 78 mountain in front.
The
So
78 mountain.
I mean the 70,
If couples were hard,
but there
the
are no
77
stall. There
couples.
is one sector here and two small sector here, and then the couples are over. So
Yeah,
if
but
this break
if
come to the end, the 17 mountains gains a lot of time for these two.
yeah, and he
So
will gain other time in the individual time trial.
Guillermo
But
is racing
the
on
fact is, if
everything.
yeah, but if the couples are if if couples and the climbs are 5 stars, I don't know,
Vadia
but
doesn't have the 78 mountain.
yeah, and Pepel
Foss
has
has it.
it.
Aga has it.
Agap has it,
Foss has it. And
and Tuanu has it.
yes, of course, he's leading.
Yeah.
And he has
So
also
Guilherme and Vadia should be the one working behind.
Tonu has also the time trialist in front. So if this break goes, Tonu is likely taking also 5 points for the winner of the next stage.
Yeah. Well, I think it's going to depend. No, apart from Tuanu, because I think yeah, he was making the time trial guy work. To be
Sì,
honest,
lo penso anche a te.
yeah, Kirkgate 2 stars, not a really hard.
Certo.
But I think being a climb, it's going to already make the 77 mountain suffer because yeah, he has a very shit value on cobbles. I mean, I didn't know the cobbles until now were so easy because obviously if all cobbles are so easy, then yeah, it's going to be for sure a possibility that the 77 Mountain wins the GC. But we are going to see more on the next climb because next climb. it looks to me like it's coupled because it's Ud Quaremont, so it is coupled for sure. And here we will say because we will see if there are possibilities for the 77 mountains because if you actually if it's like the usual Ud Quaremont, so 4 stars, then I don't think there is a chance because if they work behind the 77 mountain is going to be catched after he ends up the energies. Especially I'm looking at Mur de Grammont, which is in the final part of the stage. It is going to be pretty decisive. Ahead, obviously, the most of the work is on Tuanu and Agap. To be honest, it should be also on Pepel, because Pepel has 4 riders. But Pepel is French, so I don't expect him to work. Tuanu is French too, but he actually plays with Ecuador, so he loses his French. That's the truth. The advantage was up to 7 minutes. Now it's 6 minutes and 14 seconds. Um, yeah, I think it's going to slightly decrease because it looks like there isn't a really good agreement ahead. Also, I think Tuanu is in the position to attack right now because he's the only one working. Even Agap isn't working anymore. So Tuanu will try anticipating Udquarmont, which is also the first client. I mean, this stage won't be decisive for the KOM classification for sure because yeah, it's going to be 4 points in the 1 point for each fourth category and 2 and 1 point on the third category. Now we will have the answer, and Ud Quaremont is 3 stars, and I believe the 77 mountain is going to suffer a bit here. Let's see. Now Guilherme, now it will make sense for Guilherme to pace a lot because obviously if the 77 mountain suffer, that's only good for him.
How
I
went,
think
bro?
Tuanu actually dropped him a bit. Yeah, Tuanu dropped him a bit, but it looks like he was suffering. Can we go back in the? Yeah, because Foss was already suffering. Guilherme is stopping a rider, I think, to work, so he's going to try
Guilherme
winning.
is desperate, he's stopping a
Yeah,
rider for running behind. Guilherme is literally the finish of. Oh, Evenepoel player is attacking. Who's
yeah,
attacking Evenepoel?
yeah. Leo's going, and Costa is losing, so he's going with 2 riders only. And Guilherme was behind, and he's losing a lot of times right now. Now he
If
will have
if
a
you
real
attack
use.
on Guilherme Rich Quit, it will be 1.1.
Yeah, yeah. But it's 3 of them, so I think they're going to actually join. Now, Kruisberg, I don't know. No, okay, Kruisberg isn't with Cobbles. Tuanu is keeping the pace. Obviously, the acceleration behind has made the advantage go down, and we are now at 4 minutes. No, almost 5 minutes, I think. Yeah. Tuanu takes the point, the single point here. The group behind is back together.
Before the final, I will do a lap of the other group starting from Group D. If
Okay, let's go on Group D then.
Finn is
We
early,
go through Steam, right? Twitch, right?
yes.
Okay, and I will call at this point Finn, who is following the Group D, to tell us how it is going. Finn.
Yeah, we have a complete peloton here, 32 riders. Uh, yeah, we had few KMs already. Also, the Intersprint. Intersprint was won by 82 sprinter of Tails. We actually had quite some people picking the 82. I think Yano Tails, and I'm not sure if it's the third one also. So they fight it for the Intersprint, but I don't know if they will have any word onto the green competition in the end because it's like basically this Intersprint was the only opposition for them to take points.
Yeah,
But yeah, the KOM was splitted. We had 2 times Basso winning a KOM, but with different riders. The last KOM was won by Tails, so only riders with 1 point each so far. Yeah.
Maybe they are mistaking the competition for inline.
Maybe they are. But yeah, so currently we have just KOM finds, no break going, and now Swagson's taking the next KOM. I don't know if it was be able to see on stream already because it's probably a little delayed, but yeah, here's the spoiler.
Yeah, we are on on the last kilometer of Bosgat right now.
Yeah, we just passed it, but yeah, it's
Yeah,
Swagson winning it.
yeah, I'm watching it now. It's fun to watch things after they happen. Okay, so four players at one point.
Yeah, exactly. But still boss back to come, and I think this one will decide who's wearing KOM because it's the third category.
Okay, thank you. We are going to Group C, I think now. Let's see what. Okay, no, we are going to Group A right now, and it's Ush Group. Let's see if I can understand something in this group. They are after Bosgat, so after the fourth KOM, and the group is
KOM
basically
group. KOM.
yes, basically together. So we are at the KOM in our race. Okay, 4 minute enter. Um, Before I go back to Group A, a small comment on Group B. If the advantage stays like this, 4 and 30, um, I think it's borderline for the 77 mountains because on Gardeccia they're going to lose time. But then let's see. In Group A we have a four riders break, and they are going now. They are closing on Mur de Grammont. I think we would even follow it with them because in Group C, I have a spot on Joe Whiteley, so I can actually see what's happening. Okay, no, now I can see they are well group. Okay, no, let's stay on Group A for the moment because Group C is already on the Grand Mont. So I think we may actually give the situation after. And let's see what's going to happen because on Grand Mount, I think situation is going to change, especially for the 77 mountain riders, because it looks like
Aggressive, you are 4 kilometers before Grand Mountain Center Port, so you go to center
okay.
port.
So are going back.
We will update C later as C will be likely the first to finish.
Yeah, in fact, they are already past the Grand Mount. Okay, this Grand Mount is bugged because the first part isn't real cobbles. The second part, no, okay, the first part is like this, and then it stops and it starts again. Well, 4 stars, so I think it's going to be tough for the couple for the 77 mountain. Let's see what happens. Yeah, Leo is trying to obviously win the stage. Yeah, he's going to suffer a lot, but he isn't the worst positioned.
Yes, I think they are fighting lead.
Yeah,
There are
and Budiak, Cepeda, and Martin.
Leo cut by Pro the others 78 and 7 from 21. And
Yeah,
this is
and
just
now let's see Bosberg. Bosberg only 1 star,
this
which
is
means
just why Leo has that close.
yeah.
Now they aim immediately, but
Well, Leo's rider suffered a lot, but I think now, yeah, now they're stopped. Leo and Tuanu
Leo
should
and
work,
Tuan
but
will work. The race is over now.
no.
The,
Okay,
the
and now the fact that they stopped may put at risk them.
36 people left. 39.
No, it's only helpers, I think. Yeah, it's Sobal.
Okay.
They are actually jeopardizing their lead at the moment
And we will
because
see hours tonight.
yeah, obviously Tuanu has 4 riders, so he has the most of the work to do.
I want to say
But
hi to Ilya Trashin, our international chess master, that is our best spectator.
yeah, he's actually always there, and often he insults Baso very often. Well, 3 minutes and 58 at the moment. Now AGAP is working a lot. Uh, Obviously, now Pepel, Tuanu, and AGAP have the most work to do because obviously the break has to survive. It's going to survive to survive for sure because I don't think behind there are the
Group
energies.
A is 24 to go. Group
Yeah.
C is 25 to go. And the group
Oh,
B
22 to
is
go, 22.
25 to go. 22 and group C 25. So I think all the group
Yeah, but
we are
Group A
last.
is
We
yeah,
are last.
Group C is grouped, so boring race. Group A is grouped, so boring race. Group D is grouped, so boring race again. This stage is going to be basically nothing in basically every stage, every group except for this one,
Yeah, I just
because
hope
in
it
this
will not be too tight all the evening because otherwise it's a problem when we finish.
yeah. Now the gap is again over 4 minutes, and A gap is trying to go because obviously there isn't agreement in working, and he is trying to go, but Pepelle now is forcing the pace to close on him.
Yeah,
As you can see, this stage has a pretty minimal 3D. We have the
exactly. A stage like this shouldn't be in the World Cup. We should have the 3D wins in the World Cup.
it's
Look
a World Cup
at,
of PCM, not World Cup of stage
look at
makers.
this road. Look at this road. It's not even level to the ground. There is the- il burrone, come cazzo si chiama?
The cliff.
The cliff. Look it. It's
To be honest, well, yeah, surely it's not pleasant to watch,
the stage
but
two
if the
points
stage
on
work,
2 minutes
we don't care.
distance. I think we go in Group C because Group C is ending. I
Group
think
C
is on the cobble. Let's
in
go
the
in C.
last 15 kilometers.
Let's go in Group C.
It's yeah, in the last 10 kilometers because Joe is behind with some riders, but the group yeah is on the last cobble section, the Hogveld, which is 3 stars, and we have an acceleration by Uligurs. No, it's not
As soon as
Uligurs,
we
it's
win C,
Snake.
we will go in Group A because Group A is
Okay.
easy to finish, and then we will be in Group D, but likely super fast. So let's see.
Yeah, Joe is in a bad position right now, but he's trying to recover. The sprint looks like it's going to be very large because the road is 4 lane. And let's see, Oliguls is trying to launch his sprint. He's in the best position, but
What
I
the
see
fuck is
some
that turn?
turns.
What the fuck is that
Yeah,
turn? Oh my god.
I see some turns, but they're going to mix up things so much. Sorry. It's going to be a sprint. Okay, the compact group and El Frogo launching the sprint is ahead. El Frogo, but maybe started too soon, and it's going to be Snake winning the stage.
Oh, it's bad for Joe
No,
now.
it's Pompon winning the stage. Sorry,
Yeah, but Pompon
Snake
is
is in the other group.
yeah.
Well, I
Look at
said Pompon is the one. I said
1.7
Pompon is the worst in the group,
1.70
and
group
he
A.
won.
1.70 group A.
Yeah,
We are in the sprint.
no, they are 7.1 kilometers to go.
Nice. And Dinley wins in group A. Dinley wins Angosti. And just
Ah,
in Group D. Group D, they're launching sprint now. Group D, they're launching the sprint now. And
yeah, Group D are on the sprint, and it looks like Yanu with Zwexon on his wheel, and it's
yeah,
Yanu winning.
Yano. We go back
Yeah,
here because we will have the sprint here now. That's the
yeah.
okay. This is not good for the steering.
No, Ush was so basically the
Mega
stage
fantastic.
of Ush was I was behind on the stream. Now let's follow the center court because we are in the final kilometer and Ponomar is ahead, but he's going to be catched. Tuanu launches the sprint very long and Agap with the other sprint and it's Pepelle.
Pepelle.
It's Pepelle. No, it's okay. Leo almost catched him on the line, but Pepelle managed to win the stage. Third place for Guilherme, third and fourth place for Guilherme, fifth place for Vanya,
Let's see
and
Group D. Let's see if
yeah,
someone is arresting the time trialist.
yeah,
Because
Leo stopped him. I hope. Oh, Tuanu dropped. Tuanu dropped with the leader.
Tonu dropped the leader.
Tuanu is dropped with the leader, but it looks like no one was actually trying to exploit the thing. Vanya now is trying. 32 seconds right now. And let's see, because we are in the sprint and Tuanu is for sure going to lose some time. Pepelle launching the sprint long, and let's see what happens. Sprint is launched, and Leo, yeah, Leo is going to win the sprint for the 20th place. No, it's Pepelle winning actually. And yeah, Tuanu lost.
Meanwhile, Ghana is resting, Oliveira is resting, Vadia, the 78, is totally dead. Pozzoino is
Okay.
I hope they made it to the finish because I needed to not overestimate it.
Well,
Are you here, Finn?
Group C is the only one already starting
I'm here.
in the
Finn, make us the recap of what happened in the final Group D because we saw only the sprint. Thank you.
It was basically some minor attacks. Some tried to get away with their 82 mountain, but nothing really happened. Then we had a sprint. We had Swexen and Yanu being pretty lucky that they brought the 82 sprinter. Or well, maybe lucky, maybe also just smart. But yeah, then we had a lot of people dropping their 82 TTs. Like my riders were going .5 in the back and still caught Kingmakers. I tried everything to not to not make them help Kingmaker, but he was on .1. I don't know. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. Swexen's 82 TTs stopped on the line, and my game showed he withdrew. But players in this chat saying he was in the finish and he's in. But well, I guess we just see the TT.
Okay, Group C, in the meantime, is on the individual time trial, and I am already watching at the route, and it looks like it's pretty hard. I think it's going to be a pretty selective race because people who know how to play actually the individual time trials are going to have a massive advantage because of the route. Group A isn't charging. It's still yeah. Chercher un jeu à capturer. YouTube is behind, but we don't care about Group B. Group D, okay, Group D is starting. So we are going to follow at the moment Tarling, which is the 82 time trial for Joe Whiteley, and he's first at the first intermediate. So let's see what happens because obviously this is a this is a very interesting route for this time trial. And Tarling is 11 kilometers from the finish, and in the meantime, also Froome started since a lot of time, to be honest. The 82 mountain. We're following mainly riders from Joe because obviously the stream is given us by Joe, so it's not a neutral stream. We are on the third climb of the day with Joe, and he's going strong. Still going strong, yeah. The climb is pretty steep. Okay, Group A started already, while Group B is starting now. I think I'll keep talking about Group C for the moment, because I'm watching Tarling on the penultimate climb of the individual time trial, and he's going to approach the last one to San Chef, which is very hard. Indeed. Pretty hard time trial. And okay, the first time reference is 37.6016. Let's see, Joe. Joe was first at the first intermediate, and he was first,
The ATT is back in starting center court.
and he is second at
I,
second
we
intermediate.
will follow the ATT in the
So
center
the
court.
time 37.16 seconds
Grazie.
is going to be the
We are
reference.
following the ATT in the center court as it's William BMS to multicast ATT. Fina
Okay.
Bottom Dylan Ken.
I was following that because yeah, it
So
was
there
the
are.
only one going on.
I thought.
Now,
Let's see who stopped the TT rider and who kept it at the front because
well, to be honest, it's also a tactic because obviously having more time to
I
work
think
between
nobody. I
the.
think nobody kept the rider at the front.
Oh,
I mean, Tonu
Caicedo was the ETT guy for Tuanu.
Tonu kept it. Tonu kept it. Yes. So
Yeah,
Tonu left for.
Ganna was the ETT guy for Leo, and he lost 26 minutes.
Let's see
So,
what the 400 will do what they did. So there are Leo, Guilherme, my two idiots, and stop. Okay, and Pepel. Pepel is way behind.
yeah,
So
well, I think let's see the time because obviously I think the only way to comment an individual time trial is knowing times. I don't like the fact that these individual time trial has many climbs but only a single reference. And can we see the names of the climbs out of curiosity?
Côte des Chapelles,
Côte
Saint-Chef,
Saint-Chef,
Mollard de la Bise,
Mollard de la Bise,
Mont-de-Trier,
Mont-de-Trier.
Saint-Chef.
Well, climbs are pretty hard. I think it's a nice time trial. I wouldn't keep Zana and Pozzovivo on auto
Okay,
because they're going
19,
to compete for the stage.
19.5 for Filippo Ganna.
Yeah, 19.5. Let's see Guilherme. I think he's going to be ahead.
Oliveira is there.
80.56.
Let's see Vadia.
Well, Badia's the 78 the 77 mountain. I think he's going to be way behind
And
1 minute loss, which is
Cavagna.
right. Well, Cavagna now,
Cavagna.
and Cavagna is first, and he has a very good time,
But
18.40 seconds.
Pepel is not one person that tryhard the ITT.
No,
It's like
like French is never try hard.
yes, but it's not a standard French. He has a life.
Ah, okay. Okay, yeah. But well, I think it's in their genes then, because they know how to time trial.
Let's
Well,
see.
Carapaz is the climber, and he's 1 minute 27 second. We didn't see if
Okay, let's see the climbers. The 78. Vadia take 100 and
no, the
okay.
77 of
Carapaz.
Vadia is behind.
Wait. Carapaz was in. No, okay, okay. These are the guys that are behind because the
Yeah.
classification is in the reverse. It makes
In
sense.
fact, Vadia has the 77
We
mountain
will see the
behind.
GG guys at the end.
Yeah, Carapaz lost how many seconds? I think 30.
Okay, so eventually
Okay, Caicedo for Tuanu is 34
let's go to see the
seconds
finish
behind.
line. Let's go to see the finish line for La
Yeah.
Falanda.
Well, let's see the time. The reference was 37.16
The reference of
in the
what?
other group.
Ah, okay. And it's in 38:29.
Well, I think the wind is different. So way worse time. I think the
Guilherme
wind
is
is.
going way much slower on this climb. I think if email fucked up.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, he was going very strong before.
Let's see if Guilherme fucked up. And he fucked up.
Yeah, I lost 1 minute and 30, and he's
But
going to be behind Sobal.
let's see Tuanu. Tuanu it's the
Well,
first leader. The
Karabatz has to try to recover because I mean he's behind the others, the
yes,
other leaders. So you have to do
yes,
something.
yes, 6 minutes. 154. Cavagna.
So
Cavagna
this is
again.
the reference for the climbers, 1.54. Cavagna,
Start.
Cavagna lost a lot.
Okay,
Yeah, Leo has
Agathos
made.
both the time
Um,
trialist and the mountain guy. Let's see the leader of Aga.
Oh, wait. Maybe
Okay,
wait.
that
Two
was for
points. He
Carapaz.
lost a lot. Huh?
Second place for Agat. And
Yeah.
okay,
Guilherme actually.
Guilherme
Guilherme
actually,
did a great time with the climb.
yes, it's
Guilherme
the
did a
best
great time.
best AT2 mountain. Let's see what Evenepoel does. And
He's the best. He
Leo
won
lost a lot.
1.24.
Chiede the climb.
Vadia lost a lot, and Pepelle had a good time at the intermediate, but let's see if he hasn't.
Well,
Yeah, he has
for Tuanu,
exaggerated.
Tuanu second for 2 seconds.
Ruiz second. He did a great recovery in the final part.
And we are with the
I
same
think.
mountain. We are with the same T2 mountain.
I think Tuanu didn't lose time because Karabatz was 6.18,
Let's see the
which
77
is the
mountain.
same.
500.
Yeah, 77
And
mountain
Foss, it's Foss for third.
is third. Yeah,
You can
Leo
see
is going to be first
you
and
can
third.
see that Leo tryharded his ITT.
Yeah, Leo tried it a lot, clearly. Now, now Leo should be a leader, I think, after this. No, probably no.
No,
It's not going to be Caicedo. It's going to be Leo leader, I
I
think.
think this one didn't even care about the world time trial. Yes, the tower
Yeah,
is just there just in
but
course.
Budiak, Budiak is the 77 mountain of A gap, and he is 1 second behind Leo.
Why are we lower? Okay, let's try to see how it ended in the other groups. We have results in Group
Yeah,
A, in which I saw Daniel Miko doing first and second, and I didn't saw anything else. Group C,
how strange.
Group C. They're already playing the next one, and the Group D. Finn, update on the ITT on Group D and who is the leader, please.
Yeah, in Group D, we saw Gabi and Swaxon having the best strats. Basically, they did 1 and 2 on with their TT guys, and also were 1 and 2 on the 82 mountains. Gabi took 7 seconds on Swaxon, and Swaxon again took another 7 seconds on Basso. So 14 seconds on Basso, 82 mountain for Gabi. But Basso 82 TT is now in yellow jersey because Basso just did stop him in stage 1. So yeah.
Okay, you can
We have
start your
results
stage
in Group B.
if you want, Finn. Start your stage.
What?
Start your stage.
Yeah, yeah. We need to wait a little because Janu said he arrives in 2 minutes after I
Ah,
said I
okay.
will delay stage a
Okay,
bit.
just hope you don't start with Group A. Okay, we're going to see back the classification in our group.
Boss leader.
Uh,
Leo has two jersey out of three at the moment.
yes, Foss is leading for 1 second. Oh
Yeah,
my god,
and 2 seconds on Tuanu.
Leo managed to win the TT, get the leader jersey, and do the best time trial with the 82 month. Meanwhile, Pepel wrote Ush tactic failed.
Can I see the GC leaders classification?
No,
Because
because Tonu
no,
doesn't care a
they
fuck, launched
they
the best
decided.
stages.
They decided. Now, this is the best stage, probably of the entire World Cup.
I lost the starboard of this stage.
Yeah, it was already strange that you were playing for it.
I was winning versus Davi, Piero, Dennis, Giuseppe Pereira, and Daniel on the last stage.
How much do you pay them?
No, I
Did you
just
pay them?
followed the Royal Visi and Raul attacks, and then I sprinted back.
Ah, well, that was a good strategy.
It was the period in which Alvisi attacked me 6 times, or as we call us, Pirazzi attack. Okay,
Alvisi attack.
group A
Okay,
started.
group. Yeah,
Group
and
C.
the break's already
We are
going.
basically in sync with Group A.
Yeah. Well, the break is already going because I think the group isn't going to to pace that much because obviously they are scared. Leo is sending Foss on the attack. Well, I mean,
So, I will argue say one
if
thing.
it was for me, this shouldn't be a thing because
Leo found himself in this situation once in the PCM Ita Cup of last year when he was in the 3C with the 78 mountains, but there was an hard stage that was the one of the Col du Granon that we don't plan to play in World Cup.
yeah.
Leo tried to go for the classification in 78 and lost. So the fact that someone lost
Um,
this
that
means
no,
nothing.
that was yeah, it was
The Ita Cup
the
semi-final stage.
stage, yeah, Itacap, but it was the Agnello, Sampeire, and Faunera, I
Yes,
think,
the one we
stage
played on the.
254 kilometers, the one from your Tour de France.
No, it was a new version that was the one we played in the PCM World Cup final, I think.
I'm almost sure we
No,
didn't
maybe
play.
it was the World Cup final exclusive. I just modified.
Yeah, yeah,
So the question here is, are
yeah.
6 minutes enough for the 78? Because if the Tutu starts going on Fedaya, it may be different.
If the base is like this, it's going to be pretty hard because if someone goes on the Jow, if someone tries to make the race hard from Jow, because I think until Jow, this isn't going to be um, a good race for attacks because attacks are going to be easily manageable, especially on in the long false flat until the start of Jow. After Jow, if someone attacks, you have to be fast to respond. And if someone opens on Jow, it's going to be difficult for the 77 mountains because Fedaya is going to be yeah pretty strong as a climb. So if you don't follow the 82 mountain riders immediately on Fedaya, you may lose a lot of time because Fedaya is very hard in this version because it's very irregular.
Yes, this is a PCM cyanide 2011 stage making that is basically bad.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you have to know how to play on every stage because playing in a super regular stage, it's not the best of things because it's difficult to make the difference. I think so. Sometimes stages have to have irregular slopes. Okay, the race is being controlled by AGAP because AGAP has six riders behind, which is
And I hope
a
this
pretty
doesn't say
strange
all
choice.
about the quality of the race because it's not a good sign and Leo doesn't care and goes with the early choice.
Yeah, Leo has the. Yeah, I mean, if they had at least an idea of how to play, Leo shouldn't be allowed on the break. The problem
We
is,
just do a fast trip on Group C because they are on Piancavallo,
yeah, let's see what they're doing.
Group C Joe Group.
Group C, Joe. They are finished. They have finished Piancavallo.
Yes, it's a group more ahead.
They're already 13 in the group, which means they actually paced the climb a lot. And ahead, there are some climbers and some no, there are some 77s climbers and some punchers who went for the obviously for the KOM jersey.
The, the
KOM.
KOM,
KOM.
jersey.
yes.
Let's go back in our group because Piancavallo is starting.
Yeah, yeah. And the start
And
of the climb is the
Tuanu has
hardest part.
Tuanu has the 82 mountain group.
No, Puerto is trying to attack.
Yes, it's trying to make
So
this. Okay, everyone is back. Doesn't matter. Tuanu is trying to
yeah,
make this.
they were back, but now with the forcing, the group
It's going
exploded.
as crazy as it can, and it will probably explode before the end
Fanu
because I
has
have been in this place once.
yeah, in real life.
No, in the stage, trying to go crazy with
Ah,
the
okay.
I think in
Yeah, trying to
In
go
the
crazy here
infamous
is pretty.
in the infamous Scaratore stage, we were with two people after this climb.
Well, I think you paced very hard because, I mean, you were. Yeah, I think you went very fast
I
because
got losing
ending
two
with two
riders.
players. Yeah, he already lost a rider. Also, Tuan lost a rider, but obviously he's losing a rider. He paced very fast the first part of the climb, which is very hard. Going as crazy as he is going, I think it has some downsides because behind, I think it's easier to catch because obviously people are going to keep their riders. For example, Leo now is in the group because he dropped the Foss, so he
Was
decided to go back and probably work. But to be honest, for Leo, it isn't a bad thing if Tuanu goes because Leo has already the stage win, the points, and I think he knows pretty well that going too hard here means the 77 Mountain lose a lot. I think he knows that obviously the 77 Mountain from Tuanu is put at risk right now because going so hard right now will mean that obviously he will have less bars in the next part because obviously he's consuming. So let's see. It's an interesting tactic, but I think in this stage probably the fact of going a bit more conservative is better. Tonu has already lost two riders now, and he's pacing with Carapaz.
I think the schema now is use the 82 mountain for the KM and do the GC with 78.
Yeah, in fact, Leo has the
And the
82
schema
in the
for
break.
Guilherme is just spray because I think Guilherme is already out.
Yeah,
I don't see how Guilherme.
but you never know.
He can pass only with KM, but he doesn't even have the 82 mountain in front. And Vadia, he's trying to come back, but it's totally dead seed elimination. And Tonu, it looks like he can do it perfectly because he broke.
Yeah, yeah, and this means he has spent a lot, and yeah, for any reason because or I mean he's going to go for the KOM jersey, but obviously the KOM jersey isn't worth the GC. A
Yes,
gap
but he's
now.
doing the GC with 78. KM with 82, GC with 78.
Yeah, but it depends because obviously the 77 Mountain will have less bars in the
And
final.
I will make a notice Le Falandri doesn't care a fuck about the KM.
Yeah,
So I guess he's doing something also because of Falandri it doesn't have even the 78 in yeah.
I think Leo in this situation will go for the stage because I mean he's in the situation where he can wait. He has to wait the others because obviously being the leader means the others have to attack you. So
Let's going to see what the situation in group A, the one of Ash, because they've done Piancavallo too, and I see they are more compact than our group, maybe.
I have McDonald.
You have McDonald's.
McDonald's is saying
I will say
qualità, quality.
I,
Fuck you.
I will say you become fat, but you are already fat in the surname, so you can become fat
Only the surname.
if you are already.
Okay, Group A, we are here, and we have nine riders. They have done, I think, a pretty more controlled pace on the first climb because it's still 30 riders in contention and one 42 seconds back. So yeah, Ush now is trying to go alone. I don't know who is leader here. Um, I don't know who won the individual time trial. I'm going to check
I
in
was
the.
looking at D, but I don't think we go in D because in D nothing is happening except the yellow jersey dropped. Finn, why the yellow jersey is dropping in Group D?
It's because it's the 82 TT of Basso,
Ah, okay.
and we had a pretty interesting start of the stage with Yanu trying to bridge to the break with his 82, and he also made it. But then there were Tails and Basso following the move, which led to Gabi and Swax reacting behind, and now we have a full peloton again. But
Uh,
heading into Piancavallo, we already had 382 mountains ahead of the other three, but it's
I have a
all
question. How is the general classification of the leaders in your group after the tournament?
I can give you overview about the leaders.
Yes,
Uh,
yes, please.
Yeah.
I opened it already. I don't know if it's already on the stream.
Yes, it's on the
Uh,
stream.
yeah, it's Gabi 7 seconds ahead of Swexen, 7 seconds ahead of Basso. So Gabi 14 seconds ahead of Basso. Then again 7 seconds further back Kingmaker, and then Yanu even more back, and Tails nearly a minute behind Gabi already.
Okay, and they are all 82 mountain, not 78 like in our group, right?
Yeah, it's all 82 mountains.
Okay, thank you. We
So
go
they
back in our
actually,
group because Guilherme is team attacking. Guilherme is doing the desperate move. But
yeah, it's the only move he actually can do. But he has to do in an intelligent way because the road he has to keep helpers until at least Zhao
who the fuck
because
dropped to new? Okay, Maria here, Guilherme is here, and here they are leader. Okay, okay. So let's see what Guilherme is doing.
Agap is already down to 4 and he has one rider here,
And
so
who
he
is
has
with
only
Guilherme?
oh, he has the 82 mountain.
There
There
is
are
a
many 82 mountains here.
Tuanu. It's in the Tuanu. It's perfect because he has the 82 mountains. If this goes in, it's with the one of Guilherme, and we can chill and do the
They are
KOM
doing
group.
uh,
KOM.
they are doing El Colombiano tactic, which is putting one rider.
Is that a compliment or a critic?
When it works, it's a compliment. When it doesn't, it's a critic. Democratic opinion here, I think. Okay, Leo is the only one working. Why this can go to the finish? Because three players are up the road and three players are behind, and Leo can't control on his own. Well, also Guillermo can pace on his own. It's basically one versus one, but Carapaz will go for the KOMs. I think Agap is trying to keep the more energies until we arrive on the category climbs.
And
Because obviously on the third category you don't get much points. It's
Tuanu
2-1.
got the
KOM group. KOM.
Actually, the fact is, Tuanu obviously raised the pace in the group ahead, so they are gaining some time.
So let's go to check the group. We had no, the latest updated is group A of Joe Whiteley.
Yeah, group C.
Group A, group C. Sorry, group Joe Whiteley is group C. Yes.
They are almost on. No, they are on Forcella Scibiana right now, and the group is basically compact. There are two
Sorry to
riders
interrupt you, but
ahead.
you can go back immediately. Team attack of the Pel. Team attack of the Pel.
Okay, and that's the most logic of moves.
And there is just
And this is dangerous. This is dangerous for Leo.
and Leo, look at Leo. It's in front, full gas, doesn't leave an inch, and closes
Yeah,
it.
he has to close. He has to
He
close
has to
because
close,
obviously,
and the
and the
Pel
bell
goes
goes
again.
again. Yeah, this is obviously bad for the people ahead because obviously this raises the pace in the peloton. But this is also bad for Leo because obviously he's
Leo is going with team attack too. It's no, it's
no.
no. He just closes. He just
Also,
closes
I
and
don't
then
think
closes.
Leo.
And Leo just
I
clears.
mean, I mean, Leo is in a bad situation because I mean, not a bad situation globally, but yeah, he won't have any help because Badia looks to me like he's a no-namer and a bot because he isn't doing a single thing in this race, actually. Guilherme, okay, Guilherme is trying the move. Pepel tried the move, but Leo is basically alone. So it's going to be a bit difficult, especially when we go to Zhao if he still has to catch them. But I think Leo is going to accelerate on
Leo
Forcella
wants to catch
Cibbiana.
and drop the P7 rider.
Yeah.
Oh, we have the sprint after a smooth landing. This is the trick of he did. He, you know, what we he did is the one who got this stage.
Yes. Who knows who is the guy in question?
We will see.
Tuanu sprinting with the 77 sprinter.
I think Guilherme will soon rage against Tuanu because he's sprinting in his face with absolutely no respect. And I think Leo is
Uh,
using a Sagan to grab some free points to the intermediate.
yes, but to be honest, he isn't pacing behind,
Yes, but because he's
which
super young. So let's put the gap.
is 4 minutes. Guillermo has now 4 minutes.
5 minutes. Wow.
Five. Wow. This is bad
Let's
for
see
the
if we find a
77 mountain because I mean the climber can catch 5 minutes,
let's see
but the 77 mountain is going to lose time.
what
He's going to
happening
lose a lot of time.
in the
Huh?
in the group of Joe finally if we manage to do it.
The group of Joe is boring.
Pepel, Genevieve, Smack, Stupide, Smaila, Vava. I don't know what the fuck he said.
I didn't wait. Non ho mai visto. Non ho mai visto
He's
della gente
dropping
così
his fucking
stupida che
guy.
qua penso.
He's dropping his fucking guys and go because I don't
Cioè,
know.
praticamente non ho mai visto gente così stupida. Chissà a chi si riferisce.
Sicuramente non ai francesi.
Boh. Nel senso, I mean,
Ok, Joe Group in Ovis it has a long flat, so I think we'll see if something happen in Group A because we are not.
Group A, Daniel Miko is on the attack. Daniel Miko is on the attack right now.
We are a bit of an intermediate stat phase now. I will update on B. Okay, you check group of
Daniel
Joe.
Miko in this game has become basically a god. Who knows why?
I want to swear on stream.
Yeah, God Miko.
This always
And now he's ahead with the no, with Dinley. I think no, it's Ghosty and Dinley. Ush is chasing. The group has split in two during this
Napoli
climb to
again.
Forcella
Why
Civiano.
are you not watching your team in racing? Is Napoli going to win?
I don't know what Napoli is. And Leo is attacking. Leo is attacking in our group,
Stop
and
dropping.
he has dropped Cepeda,
Go
the
back.
77
Go
mountain of.
immediately back to center court.
Yeah, Cepeda is behind. As I told you, Leo was going to attack on Forcella Cibiana, but Pepele closed, and slowly Tuanu gained back the group. And now the group has gained 1 minute again, but now they are stopped again. So let's see what happens. Because for Guilherme at the moment the situation is very good, but he has to keep these three riders because if he stays with two riders, the long flat on Zhao is going to be very hard to do. Okay, Tuanu lost a rider. But he already gained his points on the intermediate sprint. And let's see, because I mean, Guilherme now has to keep at all cost Figueiredo, the 75 mountain, because he can help on mountains. And also, Tuanu and Agap shouldn't try to put him in difficulty if they want to actually do something. And they are actually playing it stupid. I mean, people don't really use their brains. Also, Yerma isn't using his brain because if they go, just let them go and keep Figueredo to the climb. Padun wins the KOM. Tonu actually, okay, manages to take the second place. The situation is bad for Leo. The situation is worse for Pepel and for Badia. We can't even say. But Badia won the stage, right? The first stage. Now Pepel is trying to force the pace. He has to, and Tuanu is dropped again with the 77. Now he gets back, but Pepel forcing again. The disadvantage is 7 minutes on top of Forcella Giubiana, and now there will be the long falls flat until Passo Giao. In the meantime, Group C has started Passo Giao. They are all together, and it's a boring race, as I told you. And now let's see Pepel because he's going to need to work alone. Be- he has to work alone because, okay, Group D. Group D, and we are,
Yes, Group D,
yeah,
and
Group D. What's happening in Group D?
we have a really interesting situation. We currently have 82 Mountains of Yanu, Basso, Tails, and Kingmaker up the front while Yanu is making a move here. And 2.5 minutes back, we have Swaxton and Gabi relaying hard, but Swaxton didn't help Gabi for the first like 20 to 30 kilometers when the attack went because he let Gabi close it alone. Now Swaxton joined the relay, but during Swaxton not being on relay, the gap grew to two and a
Gabi
half
is
minutes.
doing the thing he does always um yeah, he's behind, and he always relays on the others to close for him basically. So when it doesn't happen, he complain, which is actually, yeah. So this is a bad situation for them because it's 4 versus 2,
And
even if
also three
those
minutes.
two
Three
are
minutes
very
already.
qualitative.
3 minutes
Yeah,
already.
yeah, it's going to be very tough. They have to work a lot in the false flat, and yeah, obviously the energies ahead are going to be more. Obviously, Baso is probably going being the one who is profiting the most of it, but yeah, the Zwexon and Gabi at the moment are going out.
I don't know if they're going out because Gabi has a really good advantage already on other 82 mountains, and those two were 1 and 2 before the stage in virtual climber GC, and also already won a stage with Gabi and Swaxon as KOM so far. But it's definitely not an easy situation going into last
Yeah,
stage for those two.
Zwexon is with 2,
Be-
and Gabi is
um,
with, and
yeah,
they get
exactly.
this block by oh my god, this block by tails.
Swaxon will get his 78 back now, though. He's just died in the front group, and if he drops him now, they have him still.
Okay, thank you, Finn. We're going back to B because Pepelle now has attacked. Tuanu is dropped a lot. I don't see Tuanu. The 77 mountain of Tuanu. And Leo goes before the start of the final climb. Of Passo Giao, to be honest, because it's not the final climb. And he's spending a lot. He's spending a lot. Karabats is there, is trying to go with the more controlled pace. Padun has been dropped, and now the situation is very good for them, for people ahead, because obviously, as you can see, the group stopped again. Tuanu came back. And Tuanu, I think he has a lot of bars at the moment with Cepeda, or at least he managed to recover his disadvantage after he attacked on Piancavallo. And this is a bad situation for the climber. Can I see Almeida is disadvantage from the leader? Ahead, Almeida is the 82 mountain of Guilherme. He's 7.20. Okay, 7.7 minutes 22 seconds. He is 80 seconds up Carapaz, so he's the virtual leader. 9 minutes. Well, well, 9 minutes is going. It's getting interesting. And so Guilherme, with the desperate attack, is actually cracking everyone else. Now Tonu is working, which is a strange move. Well, Tonu now attacks again. Almeida, and he tries to drop Carapaz. Yeah, but obviously he isn't doing it for free. He's spending a lot of energies trying to drop Carapaz. And he goes again. He's spending a lot. So, yeah, probably he's doing that because he has a so big advantage that actually he can spend energies, but well, who knows? Again, he goes again. Tuanu, if he can come back, if he can play better than Guilherme those final kilometers, even if Guilherme had the full team at his disposal until this moment. Well, now Guilherme has more than 1 minute. Carapaz is waiting for Padun, it looks like. Because, yeah, he's 28 seconds. Or Padun is recovering better, or he's waiting for him. I think he's waiting for him. And Leo goes, and he gets obviously a bit left. I want to say, but Leo is already with 2 riders. I mean, Leo already lost 2 riders, which means basically everyone has their riders almost dead. And this means, I think, the 77 mount. Okay, no, Tuanu actually managed pretty bad the Zhao. Now let's see what Leo managed to do, because obviously he put Evenepoel on the line here instead of making Foss work. Obviously, Foss is the leader here, and he's 40 seconds ahead of the group behind, where someone is trying to attack behind, and it's yeah, it's Agap. Agap will no, he hasn't any helpers. He was trying to catch, but I don't know if he kept. I mean, maybe for Agap it was bad. It was better to wait with the group behind, also because he had an helper, which will give him a good help. Now with Leo on the road, we're going to see, because yeah, Tonu for the stage. I think Guilherme has the biggest of margins, so he should win. But let's see, if he recovers his energies, because obviously that's going to be the real important thing. Agap is staying behind the group, behind Leo. So okay, let's go to C now for a moment. because Group C is on Fedaya. If I'm not wrong, they are 2.6 kilometers from the top of Fedaya. And Joe Whiteley is on the attack. Joe Whiteley is trying to attack with Froome. Yeah. And I think he's going to take the KOM. This is a pretty strange strategy considering there is a headwind, which means Froome is going to consume a lot of energy. But he's also trying to keep Gegenhardt better than the others. And let's see if he manages to do it. If he does, he will have a great advantage in the final. But it looks to me that he isn't going to do it. Okay, Froome wins the KOM and he finishes his energies right after the top of the climb. And he's fourth at this moment. Okay, so top of Fedaya, 25 kilometers. And we go to Group A, push group, and we have another spot. This time this is a spot EMEA would like, female football. Yeah, I think EMEA would like it. We are 5.7 kilometers from top of Fedaya. La Marmolada, as you can see, 13 kilometers at 8.1%. And we have Dinley on the break. And it looks like Dinley is going to win stage, but because behind no one has the energies to catch. Miko isn't doing a single relay. Now Ush is trying to explode the situation because obviously he hasn't the 77 mountain, so he has to do something. But he is there, as you can see. Okay, this is the situation in Group B. We go back to Group A. No, to Group B, sorry, because in Group B, Guilherme has a 3.30 minutes advantage, which means I think he isn't going to recover really in GC, but obviously he's going to win stage. And he's going to get a lot of KOM points.
KOM, bro. KOM.
Yes. Tuanu and Agap didn't work well together. In fact, they lost a lot of time. Now Pepelle goes, and Pepelle is actually killing probably his 77 mountain. I've seen him losing a lot of red bars because I think he's on the wheel of Bardet instead of being protected. Now Cepeda is dropped. Okay, Pepelle is playing for Bardet. It looks like. The group behind is 26 seconds behind Pepelle, while Almeida ends Passo Fedaya without energies, but alone, 3 minutes. And Padun is going to drop Carapaz. Carapaz exploded. Now Leo still with 2 riders, the only one with 2 riders.
The pack seems resigned to leaving the victory to the escapees.
And Mea dropping Guilherme. Well, we are on the top. And it looks like, okay, Vadia, well, has been dropped by Bebel. They were going for, I don't know for what. no sense actually, because the stage is long gone and the GC is going for them. Can we see Leo, please? Because he was behind
As
Vadia.
they go over the top, the riders breathe a sigh of relief and hope to
And he
recover a
has
bit
two
before the
riders.
town.
Leo, can we go ahead? He has
Riders are
dropped
entering
every
rapidly
other
north of the
77
stage.
mountain. Okay, let's go to Group C because it's finishing. It's really finishing. And it's Joe Whiteley winning on Gardeccia ahead of Tim with Kemna. Then some random Frenchies, sixth place for El Frogo here. So good win for Joe. We are going to watch the GC after. In the meantime, Group A started Gardeccia, and every leader is here. I think it's going to be a sprint between them. So where do we go? Group C, we stay on Group B or we go on Group A? Okay, Group A. And Group A, 3.8 kilometers from the finish. It looks like Ben Yong is going. Ben Yong is going. Look at Ash and Ghosty pacing ahead. Miko is in last wheel. He's a presence that's going to scare everyone else. He's trying now to recover. Ben Yong has 11 seconds advantage, which is good if he can maintain it. But Ghosty is making all of the work, which means Ghosty isn't winning the stage for sure. And let's see the final sprint. It's Ben Jong that is going catch. It's being catched by Ghosty. Ghosty is sprinting. Ben Jong has still an advantage, but I feel like Ben Jong is going to win the stage. No, Ben Jong isn't winning. Probably not. Or is he managing to keep the advantage? Yeah, he's kept the advantage, and Ben Jong wins the stage. And now let's see in Group B because we are close to the finish here. Yeah, we are 700 meters from the finish. Guilherme is closing his greatest win of his career. He actually did a great action, super action by Guilherme winning the stage.
This win is
And
well
it's
deserved.
going to
The
be a
speed before the
two-man
finish
sprint for the
tenacity.
second
The
place.
riders speeding through a field with
Agap
a
had
push button
more
percentage
energies
above
here
10%.
than Tonu. Let's see if this is kept in the finish. Yeah, it is kept, obviously. And Palm gets the second place. And now Foss the 77 mountain of Leo, is actually dropping 82 mountain riders. Fourth place for Vadia, fifth place for Leo, who actually sealed the GC here because the next 77 mountain rider
The
is going to
road
be
continues and
the
continue to arrive.
AGAP's one, which is arriving 2 minutes behind Leo. He had 1 second, and Manu is third. Yeah, they were 1 and 2 seconds behind Leo. Now they're going to be 2 and 4 minutes behind. This is what Leo Falandri did to them. Actually, a great play by him. You got to admire it. Group D is on the last climb almost, and it looks like Baso is going to win the stage. Finn. Okay, Finn doesn't hear us. Baso is going to win stage. He's probably going to win the GC, I think. Yeah, Baso at the 30-second advantage. Yeah, hi Finn.
Hello, I can do quick update. It's basically the
Yeah,
break.
what happened? How Baso gained? I mean, I remembered that four players attack that actually put Lee, Gabi, and Zwegson in a bad situation in
Yeah,
GC.
Barca went from that break. Yanu followed. Tails died while following, and Kingmaker stopped because he wanted to wait for 78. I don't know what that tactical decision was. Therefore, Kingmaker and Tails lost a lot of time. Garby and Swagson are close to catching up to them actually. Barca winning the stage by far. And yeah, Yanu in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, Baso is actually winning with 5 minutes. Holy shit! He actually killed them all. Tuanu and Yanu is going to have a 3 minutes advantage in GC
Yeah,
on Gabi and Zwegson.
yes.
Let's see if this means one between Gabi and Zwegson may go out. And
Yeah,
we will see in the next stage, but the next stage isn't very hard. So let's see. I don't think it's good for reopening GC because this one was the win stage. So
yeah,
and Baso wins it. And I think Baso is sealing the mountain classification too because he already had the jersey. And now he won on Fedaya, I think, maybe on Jao, I don't know, and on Gardecha for sure. So I think he gets so many points that I think he's going to get to the mountain classification too. And Kingmaker is third, and he just edges out Froome and Bardet, recovered. They lost like 4 minutes. Well, I think Baso has won the GC, and right now I think he's going to control it. Okay, thank you, Finn. The GC for Leo is incredible. Leo now has 34 seconds on Almeida, 2 minutes 37 on Budiak. I think Almeida can win the GC, which means Guilherme has a good chance to pass in this moment because I think he could actually win the GC because 34 seconds on the 77 Mountain Rider can be gained on a stage like this, not more because the stage isn't very hard. Okay, in the meantime, I'm going to drink, to take a glass of water. In the meantime, Finn, can you talk us, can you speak about Group D while I go for a moment?
Yeah, I can just talk a bit. As we already saw on stream, Group D, Barca dominating. I think, given the situation, Barca should also lead KOM, and I think it's still Yanu leading the points classification. Which means, I think, given the current situation, also with the time gaps, Yanu and Barca are in a pretty good situation to pass. But right now I'm looking at the overall, and it's really close in the overall between Swax and Gabi and Kingmaker. They are all three within 5 seconds heading into the last stage, but all three are 2 minutes behind Yanu and 4.5 minutes behind Baso. So yeah, this is pretty interesting, I think. Last stage, Giuliano and Basto have to defend while others need to fight between themselves, but also maybe still catch up on the others depending what attack they are planning. I think this may get interesting. Yeah, Basto, of course, in a prime position right now to pass to the semis. I don't know how others groups went so far, but yeah,
Hello, I'm back.
perfect.
Thank you, Finn. Okay, let's see a bit what's happening on Group B, our center court. We are on the climb through Galibier, but only because the climb is considered 34.6 kilometers, so it gets the full false flat before the line. Because the real climb is starting now. We are on the first part of Col du Lotari, and there were some attacks, but the race at the moment has been controlled. No one has really gained advantage, and it's difficult to gain advantage here because obviously you have to spend a lot. Pepelle now was trying to get advantage, but he couldn't because he attacked with Cavagna. Cavagna died, and he couldn't get a gap. Now, this continuous pace actually broke the group and is ahead with Vadia. And let's see if these are if they can work together. This is going to be a pretty interesting action. In the meantime, Carapaz is ahead with Cepeda, and Carapaz is there for the KOM jersey, obviously. Leo closing immediately. Yeah, Leo as the good leader already closing the action. And so the situation 10 kilometers from the top of Galibier is basically all together, and Pepel isn't he can't actually join get his goal to drop everyone else on this climb because everyone is watching on it now. Everyone is following his wheel. I feel like Tuanu is going to attack soon at the start of the hardest part of Col du Galibier, which starts now. And in fact, Tuanu goes. Tuanu goes with Jefferson Cepeda, which is the puncher. And Pepel goes again. Pepel goes again with 4 riders this time. And A-Gap actually catch the Pepel, but A-Gap is working against Carapaz, I think. No, it was working against Pepel, actually. Because after Pepel was catched, he actually get dropped, and now Vadia on the attack. Let's see if Vadia actually keeps on the action. Situation is exploding actually on Galibier, but I don't think the race situation will be really affected by this climb because there are too many kilometers from the top of this to the finish. We can see the GC at the moment, and the GC says that Leo has basically won the whole thing here. Okay, in the meantime, Napoli is winning 2-0, which means good. We can go to Conference League. Carapaz is on one of the hardest part of the Galibier because this Galibier actually has some Mur de Huy on it, like 14%. And there are many climbers on the attack and they're going for the mountain classification, but Klimianku is dying already. The climber by Vadia is already dying. Carapaz is going to get the win on the KOM, while the group is exploded. Only 15 riders already. And it's been only the first time. And now, steep wall at the end of Galibier, 17.3%. Okay, first is Carapaz. Second is Bardet. Evenepoel is third on the climb. And A gap is dropped. A gap is dropped, which is a bad news for him because he's second in GC. No, he's third in. No, he's second in GC at the moment. No, he's third. Sorry, yeah, sorry, he's third. Almeida is second. Okay, Osimhen had scored, but it was disallowed. Okay, now the group is only 12 riders, so the Galibier actually did a pretty big difference, and I think it's because Pepel actually worked very hard on this climb. Now we are on downhill, so we can go to the other groups. We can start from Group C because I think Group C is the one the most ahead of everyone. But I don't know why Joe has this fact that spots happen while I watch his streams. But I don't care about Kinder Brios right now. Okay. So the situation is pretty similar because no, it's not really similar because I think they did the climb at a really easier pace than we saw in Group B. Someone tries to attack, but this is downhill, so it's impossible to attack. So the situation is pretty stuck in Group C. I think we can go to Group A. Group A is on Telegraph, and they roll together, so it's still a very boring group here. Yeah, very boring group. So, anything to say on this group? Let's go to Group D. Finn, is it fun at the moment, or it's like no?
We have Tails moving basically from the start with his 82. He already killed 2 riders, but still only has 20 seconds. Basso closing it now, so I think it's a dead move.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have Basso going pretty fast with all his riders. Kingmaker on the wheel. It's a fast race, but no gap so far.
Yeah. I see. It's yeah. I think it's the group is going to be really smaller on the next kilometers. Thank you. I think we can come back to Group B because in Group B we have a particular situation. 10 riders up the road now, and 4 are from Leo. So 10 riders up the road, and Tuanu is dropped, very dropped. So this means someone. Tuanu is risking to. Yeah, Tuanu is risking right now. He is risking a lot. Guilherme is in a good position for getting his GC win, which will mean passing the group. Let's see, because this is a very interesting situation that I didn't see coming. Cost actually dropped. I don't know why. Who knows why Leo dropped Costa, but Eagles using. I think the race is all here because I think the winner is going to be someone between those players, and I think it's going to be Leo versus Guilherme. Probably Leo is just going to go for the GC. Cepeda is trying to put Tuanu back in the group. Okay, Cepeda is here. He's the 14 GC, and okay, Cepeda is officially losing a lot of time. Carapaz is trying to come back, but it's difficult here because everyone is pacing. Now he joins, and Leo goes on the attack. Leo goes, and Guilherme goes with him, or at least he was trying, but he couldn't because he didn't attack properly. But yeah, now he's trying to close on Leo, but it's difficult to close on Leo now. Now we have Cepeda distanced, which means the fourth position in GC is gone. Guilherme tries to stop Leo with words. Oh, it was a really efficient move. And now let's see what they do. Because they're closer to the start of the second climb of the day, which is okay. Stop Leo, and then he go. Cazzo fa questo? Che infame, porco Dio. Cepeda looks like he's coming back, but yeah. And now Leo goes again. He's consuming energies. Yeah, I mean, okay, now it's them. Okay, trying to go. They have to unmove with them, who is trying to benefit of the train. And let's see. Leo is risking a bit with his positioning right now. Tuanu gets the points on the sprint. Okay, now the win of the stage is going to be for Leo or for Guilherme, for sure. This is real. Tuanu tried to keep Novoa in touch to win points on sprint, but yeah. And now Guilherme goes. He's trying to win he's trying to win the GC. But yes, these Col de Madeleine, Col de la Madeleine, which is very different from the usual. And Mea will like it. Yeah, it's 17.2 kilometers at 8.6%, which is a very hard climb. So I'm very interested on watching what's going to happen because everyone has a rider here. I think Guilherme, Pepel, Vadia, Agap, Leo, Tuanu, but some are in a worse position than others. And Pepel and Guilherme go. I think since the fourth place is up for grabs, it's still points because Tuanu is going to lose points right now. Tuanu is risking his place, I think. That's why he's desperately trying to join Almeida because he needs to get the points on KOM, but it's going to be difficult. Now Pepel is trying to go alone with 9.5 kilometers from the top of La Madeleine. And now Leo is doing the pace here. Pepel goes again. 8 riders in the peloton at the moment. This stage exploded really in a strange way because it's exploded quite someone dropped, and I think Agap lost rider. Agap lost, yeah, Agap lost the rider. Agap lost his third place in GC at the moment. So third and fourth place are in troubles. And now let's see who is going to get the points. this situation is really straight because for the third place, I think it's going to be very close between everyone else because Leo is already ahead. Guy is ahead, is past, and the third place is going to be decided basically from the other classifications and accessory points because they're very close to each other. That's why Padun went too close on Tuanu right now because obviously Padun needs to get the points for third place. Almeida goes. Yeah, Almeida was going. Almeida is trying to go because obviously Guy is trying to win the KOM. But I think he's also trying to put Foss in difficulty, obviously, because he wants to win the GC. He needs to do this to win the GC because he has to gain 36 seconds, 34 seconds. Udinese scores, so it's 1-1 like last year. So it looks like Almeida now is going to get the KOM. Karabat is last on the group right now. Almeida is almost dead, but he has 20 seconds. Which means Almeida actually, if the situation stays like this on the next climb, Almeida could win the GC. But I think he has already won the KOM classification because Karapats is 1 minute behind. I mean, this tour is really strange. I've never seen a tour like this, and the gameplay is very strange. Okay, let's go to Group D. Finn, what's the situation here?
In Group D, we have a complete peloton just now. We had several attacks going with Asso, Gabi, Tails was on some of them, but he's alone since first climb. And just now we have Gabi moving again. But yeah, no one completely went yet.
Yeah, I think it's now Gabi that is going. Yeah, and he is followed by Yanu, who is trying to take him to catch him. But yeah, let's go to Group A right now. Thank you, Finn. Group A again, publicitary spot. But it looks like we have an exploded situation. I'm seeing on the small screen that I get at the moment. We have 4 riders ahead. Now 5. And Ush is dropping Ocean. Who is dropped? Because... Okay, now Ush is going to attack, I think. Okay, Benjong was the no, it wasn't Benjong. Okay, it's Dinley was lost Almeida. Now, okay, this is the situation. So these 8 riders, I think someone is going to come back in this false flat until the start of Courchevel. And let's go to Group C now because Group C. Wait, I'll try to recharge Group C. No, okay, Group C is going very slow. They're at almost at the finish of the downhill of La Madeleine, and it's 10 riders together. Joe has 2 riders. A French guy has 2 riders. Pompon here is recovering an helper. Frog is recovering another helper, so he will have 3 riders. It looks like Joe wanted to attack, but in the end he didn't. So let's go back to Group B, our center court. Because we have 5 riders ahead. Leo has 2 riders. He's trying to put the riders in the wind, but he couldn't. Now 6 riders again. I think the only one without a rider in the group is still Tuanu, who couldn't actually recover. Hi, the big dog. So this is the situation right now, and we're at the start of the final climb. Yeah, 100 meters, and we have the official start of Courchevel climb. 17.4 kilometers, an average of 7%. Tuanu, in the meantime, came back on the group. Well, now Leo goes. Leo goes, he tries to go with Foss, and obviously there is a reaction by Bardet, Pepel, and especially Almeida was the strongest reaction of everyone. Now Almeida is on the wheel. I think Pepel now is going to go. Yeah, he goes. He's trying to win the stage because actually the crisis of okay, Evenepoel is dead, so Foss is alone. He will be alone soon. I think the crisis of Budiak and Cepeda went long lost actually means that while Leo was the greatest one in this group because actually he's the only one managing to have the 77 mountain at really in contention because he is actually in the first group, but now the others obviously are going the other place while Guilherme I think is going to pass. The other place is going to be decided by this stage, probably by this stage win. So obviously Pepelle is risking a lot because he is actually gambling a lot on the win of this stage. If he wins, he may actually be through, and that's why Agap now is also risking a lot, trying to control his advantage. Obviously, Guilherme, I think he wants to win, but to be honest, he isn't really interested. He hasn't really the interest now on. And now Badia goes, and Agap goes, and now it should be, yeah, Guilherme to close. It should be up to Guilherme because the situation actually jeopardizes him if they go. I mean, to be honest, not so much because they're very far in GC, but still. It's Leo closing. Leo, the only one with 2 players in the group. Agap tries to go again, but he's not very convinced of that. Pepel has 1 minute. His advantage is staying there. Because behind, they never really left him. And now Guilherme goes. Because Evenepoel had the signs of weakness in that moment. And now Foss is alone. And now let's see what's going to happen. Because obviously Foss is the weakest rider on the field here. In the meantime, Pepel has been catched. Tuanu is trying to recover slowly. But he has less energies than everyone else. I think Pepel isn't going to win the stage because he spent a lot. Now, Padun looked like it was going. They're waiting because I think the energies aren't very hard. Now, Padun goes, and Guilherme now tries to force his pace in the first group. If Guilherme wants to win the stage, he has to force now. No, if he wants to win the GC, let's see, because he can actually still win it to be sure of passing, I think. And again, Agap knows that he has to win the stage to actually pass. Vadia is on his wheel, and this situation may actually favor Guilherme because obviously now Foss isn't in the best of situation responding to all this forcing. In fact, as you can see, he's staying a bit behind, trying to keep the slightest of energies. I think he's going very well at doing that. But it's going to, for the stage win, it's going to be between Agap, Vadia, and Guilherme, and it looks like Vadia and Agap have a good advantage. They have a good advantage, and it's going to be Vadia winning the stage. Vadia wins on Courchevel, and Guilherme gets the third place, but I think it isn't enough to win the GC. Because he only gains 23 seconds on Leo, while Pepelle is actually out for sure. Carapaz isn't. He's still far from the finish. I think it's going to be Vadia passing the group. Let's go to Group C. Group C is on final 2.8 kilometers, and it looks like in okay, Joe is in P. There are two players up the road. I can see who they are. El Froggo is dropping, so he's going for sure out. El Froggo dies. Okay, let's see, because it looks like it's going to be a win for the rider ahead. Was still 20-second advantage, and he's going to maintain it. Tim is the German player, and I think he's going to outsprint everyone for the second place. Joe is going to outsprint everyone else for the third place. No, yeah, he did. Actually, he did. So I think Snake is the winner of the stage in Group C. Okay, Group A has finished, and it looks like who won? Actually, I think Ush won. Maybe Miko, I don't know. Ush or Miko won. Yeah, it was Miko winning. Miko winning ahead of Ghosty, Ush, Benyong, Dinley, and Orca. So Group D, they are in the final kilometers, and it's Gabi ahead. Finn knows the situation, so Finn. Okay, Finn doesn't hear us. So Gabi is ahead. He has 30 seconds advantage on the rest of the group, who is composed by four riders. 15 seconds now. Swagzon is chasing Gabi because I feel like, I feel like no, maybe he's being ratted by everyone else, and Gabi may win the stage. No, Gabi is actually being catched by Swagzon. And now let's see what happens, because now the situation is bad for Gabi, because I don't think he will have the energies to win the stage. I think the stage may go to Baso again, because Baso is behind and it looks like he's actually guarding his energies. And Gabi is still ahead. He's in the best position right now. Now he's been overtaken by Swagson again, and overtake by Gabi. In the meantime, the French player is dead. So it's a four players sprint for the stage. I think these four will. So Kingmaker is dead. Kingmaker is dead. Gabi against everyone else. It's going to be Gabi for the win, and it's Gabi winning ahead of Yanu probably. Swagzon is third. So actually, Gabi had the most energies. And Zwegson actually killed himself with direction trying to catch Gabi. So let's wait for the results of this group because I think it's going to be pretty interesting. I wait for the results from Group B because actually Group B is well, yeah, Group B has been pretty strange. I don't know. I don't know actually who wins the places. I know for sure Leo is going to be first, and Guillermo is going to be
Guillermo.
second. But I don't know who's going to be third. Daniel Mico. Daniel Mico passed for sure. He's going to win Tour. He's going to win inline. He's going to win everything. So Group B, GC Foss wins for 6 seconds on Almeida. So Leo on 6 seconds on Guilherme, and Agap gets the third place, 3 minutes 18 seconds behind. Fourth place for Badia, 6 minutes 48 seconds. Then fifth place for Tuanu, 7 minutes 20 seconds, and Pepelle 10 minutes 8 seconds. Look at those gaps. I mean, in the meanwhile, on point jersey, Guilherme wins it. He actually managed to do a 1-2 in this classification. Third place for Leo, fourth for Tuanu, and fifth for Pepelle. And mountain classification, first Guilherme. I think Guilherme is going to be first in the group because he won both. Tuanu second, Agap third, Vadia fourth, Pepel fifth. So I think it's going to be Guilherme, Leo, Agap for the final GC of the group. Ok, l'ho letta. Perfect. Now, I guess we can wait for the results while I go smoking a quick cigarette because I spoke a lot this night. Okay, I'm back. Some groups already published the classifications. I'm trying to check. Uh, okay, Group D, we don't have GC yet. Group C. Pompon passing, I told D was going out and still he won. Okay, Group C, we have Joe Whiteley winning the group, 270 points. Snake second, 167 points. Third, Pompon, 122 points. Tim is fourth with 120 points. El Frogo, 105 points. And the world champion is out, 71 points for Olivus. Group B, Guilherme tops the group, winning 225 points. Leo is second, 222 points. Agap is third, 125 points, as I said. So Tuanu, 95 points is fourth. Vadia, 92 is fifth. Pepel is last with 66 points. Now, let's see Group A, who's already been calculated. Daniel Miko is first, 232 points. Ush second, 197. Ghost is third, 172. Ben Yong is out, 150 points. Dinley fifth, 77 points. Orca, 57 points. Group D, we don't have the group still. So Zwegson is out. Zwegson is out, guys. I can already tell you, Yanu, Gabi, and Bazo passed the group D. So I think there aren't interviews. So if we don't have interviews, I think yeah, we can close the stream actually. No, we can't close the stream. Okay. We should move to interviews chat. Okay, we are in interviews channel. Let's see who comes here. Ping, 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 ping. 4 pings. Okay, Francesco Grassi, how did you play this night? Well, I think the route was good to do things in the third stage. In fact, I attacked. Yeah, I'm just talking about real attacks on Zhao where everyone was expecting it, but I still went and no one could actually catch me. So I actually win the stage, and it was a great win. Gardeccia is one of my favorite stages, and winning it with yellow jersey as big fashion on me. Thank you, Francesco Grassi. Now, Grassi, you were second in. Okay, stop doing the stop messing around. The group D, finally, Baso winning 260 points. Yanu second, 237 points. Third, Gabi, 139. Zwegson 105 points. Zwegson is out. Kingmaker 89 points. He is out. Tails 35 points. He is out. So we have the semifinalists, and we have Joe finally in interviews. Hello, Joe.
Hello, Francesco.
I actually saw you winning your group, and you won the Queen stage. How was the race for you?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I think it was important for stage 1 and 2 to go well, to set me off in the green jersey and also for the GC in the time trial. I would have liked to do a little bit better in the time trial because I was trying to manage both my rides at the same time, but I think in the end I did just about enough. And then, yeah, stage 3, it was quite a tough lobby as well, considering that the types of people who were actually playing. So yeah, I think I did very well on stage 3 to get the margin that then allowed me to relax a little bit in stage 4.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a pretty conservative race happening in the group. So, yeah, the difference was made on the final climb in the third stage. Then actually, with the conservative race in the fourth stage too, you just had good way to control, no?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what some people were doing in the final stage. I mean, I already said in the chat as well. I mean, Hooli halfway through this stage, in stage 4, like genuinely thought he had the best bars, and he says he didn't, but he probably did. Um, and then halfway up the final climb, he was like, "I'm not gonna pace because it's over for me." He basically said that he was already out, but I don't think he realized if he'd have made up 15 seconds or prevented himself losing by 15 seconds, he could have literally gone through. But yeah, you'd have never thought he's a top world champion, let alone a defending one.
Yeah, I feel like a strange behavior was actually in every group. In Group B, actually, the race was very strange after the break of the 77 mountains in the first stage. To be honest, every other 77 mountain lost then 10 minutes, and the only one keeping it was Leo. But the racing was a bit strange. Sometimes you wonder what people are really thinking when they play.
Yeah, I understand if you come into the final stage, you're completely out of it. Fair enough. You might do a team attack early on or something, but Hooley literally had a chance to go through, like by a pretty simple chance. He didn't bother playing the green jersey or KOM in the early stages because he just didn't attack because he didn't do anything. He just followed, ended up getting dropped on both mountain stages, and then complained that apparently people were relaying and blah blah blah. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're talking about Uligul's because I've seen
Yeah,
there was some little beef with you.
I mean, the thing is, it probably looked like it was, but I was honestly just trying to like basically say to him, look, there's a chance you can still pass. I don't know why you wouldn't want to try and take the chance of potentially passing. Instead, he was like, "Oh, it's over for me already," and then he proceeded to just follow the wheels. And then he tried to actually attack me and Tim, who were relaying for him, and then he ended up coming fifth. So I just found it all a little bit funny, to be fair.
Yeah, yeah, pretty strange behavior that in the end costed him. Well, so now you're set for semifinals. What's your thought? I don't know if you already know who is going to be in the semifinal. In the meantime, yeah, MAI is going to draw. What do you think about the other semifinalists?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be tough again. It's a shame because I feel like the stages are actually going to be quite good, but I just think the lobbies are going to dictate them a little bit too much. So we'll have to see. I mean, I'll just have to try and do the best that I can.
Well, I
I
think
don't,
you just got Miko from the wheel.
I don't mind Miko. He's a good guy. Maybe
Yeah,
I might change my opinion later, but yeah.
yeah. So you actually avoided Guillermo. So okay, now
So
let's see. While the group are being made, at the moment it's Joe Miko in group A and Baso Guilherme in group B. So group A is okay. Now group B is no, group A is Joe, Daniel Miko, Yanu, and Leo Falandri, and group B Baso, Guilherme, Ush, and Snake. In group A we have Ghosty too. So I think okay, Ghost in group A, Gabi in group B, and A-Gap in group A, so Pompon in group B. So the final groups, let's read it. Group A, Joe Whiteley, Daniel Miko, Yanu, Leo Falandri, Ghosty, and A-Gap. Group B, Baso, Guilherme, Ush, Snake, Gabi, and Pompon. So, how many Frenchies? Yes.
too many. 7.
7 Frenchies, 6 on climbs.
You can, Amaya. Yeah, you can.
Ah, okay, we can present the route live. Group B is going to be fun with all those French. Well, to be honest, Snake is not. Ush and Gabi actually no both, but yeah, Gabi maybe is the most offensive of them all.
I think the groups are actually quite equal, which is nice.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm going to read the route. Ah, okay. First stage, Bormio Bergamo, 160.6 kilometers. A flat stage with Mortirolo at the start, which I believe is going to be good for a break, maybe. Then the second stage, Ciconia, Asciano, Monte Sante Marie, 203.3 kilometers. Which looks to me like a longer version of the Stilus stage on for Giro d'Italia. Then Epinal, La Planche de Belleville, 227 kilometers of mountains, medium mountain looks like, and last stage Saint-Gervais, Sestriere. 246.5 kilometers. You went pretty hard on kilometers on mountain stages.
Yeah, I think at this point I was running out of stages, so
Yeah.
I tried to make a little mix between the. Well, I guess the green jersey fight is going to be good. The KOM jersey fight, maybe, I don't know, could be interesting. The GC ultimately is going to be decided on the last stage, which I don't normally like, but I mean, at least have some fireworks.
It's. I think it's going to depend on how the race is going to be played because I mean, if breaks go in first two stages, actually you may have situations like the 77 Mountain or the Puncher in the lead, which
Yeah, it could be
that
an
and
interesting.
maybe yeah.
I think it depends on what happens in stage 2 and 3. I don't think there'll be a massive breakaway in stage 1, but stage 2 and 3, as you say, the puncher could get some time. But I think
Yeah,
it'll be tough for him to survive stage 4.
yeah, stage four is pretty hard. Like, yeah, it's the stage where Chiappucci almost sent Indurain home, basically, in 192, 1000, no, 1992, yeah, Tour de France.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Can you hear me?
yeah, hi Baso.
Hello, hello, Gracie.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I read you were pissed. What happened?
I won.
Yeah, so
I
Twitch
know,
lost.
yeah, I know it
Maybe you weren't
sounds.
so pissed.
Yeah. Well, let's just say that I feel well, not really guilty. It's just that like all four players that were in the top four deserved to pass, I would say, and like one of them had to take the shortest straw, so that was Waxen, unfortunately. And like I felt like I could have been more impartial, I guess. But yeah, like TBD said, it's kind of not possible unless I give up GC or something, because like the GC gap was pretty huge at that point. So I
Yeah, you had 5 minutes.
yeah for 30 on Gabi and Swaxon and like 2 minutes on Yanu. So that was the only guy that I had to mark really. So I did, and yeah, I feel like uh, stage four was a bit of a disgrace compared to the rest of the race, because like stage three was pretty fun and I think fairly skill based. Like it showed that PCM 23 is not PCM 22, and that there are some positives about it. Well, not many, but I feel like this is one of them. That you can afford to be more at the front, while also not suffering as much because of your green bar. So that's a bonus on a stage as long as that. But yeah, I just not really want to forget this, but I just want to move on to the semifinals and just pass to the finals, and then we'll see. Because like I didn't really feel good yesterday or today really, so I will have to restart a bit. Maybe have some fun tomorrow in track and yeah, and hopefully have a better time in inline. The route is not really bad. It's fairly good, I think. The round three, especially stage one. That's pretty cool. Inline cobbles. That's my forte, I think. So yeah. Sorry for the monologue. You can go on and
No,
ask me
don't worry.
questions if you want to.
I wanted
Uh,
to ask you about your semifinal group and about the route in semifinals, which we
uh,
just presented.
yeah. I saw like stage one and stage two are pretty lit. Not gonna lie. Like they're they're like the one of the best possible stages imaginable for tour, I think, in this scenario. But stage four will definitely be very ready, and people will not want to take relays with you if you're the yellow jersey. So good luck to anyone who has it. Hopefully not me at that point. Because like the gradients look pretty flat, especially what's the name of the climb in the middle? It's pretty
Called
famous when
Elizeran.
I'm sleep. Yeah, Iseran.
Saizi,
Yeah.
I think it's Saizi, Cormede-Roseland, Iseran, Montgenèvre, and Sestriere.
Yep. That last one is definitely Sestriere, and I think there was like Finestre
No,
in one of the stages. I mean, like the Iseran and the Ketu climb after it. Yeah, sorry,
that's
I have
Montgenèvre.
three
No,
and a
Montcenis. It's Montcenis.
Monsignor, yeah. I had 3.5 hours of sleep. Sorry, I'm dumb right now.
Okay,
But
you should
yeah,
go to sleep.
yeah, I probably should. But I don't need to wake up really early tomorrow at like 10 a.m. I guess. So it could have been worse. Yeah, I think for an outsider, the tour will be very fun. The semifinals.
Yeah,
For the players, that's gonna be questionable. I'm gonna honestly miss Waxen on the Strade
yeah.
Bianche stage because
Svensson
he always
actually,
knows.
Svensson actually said this game is good for tier two players, while good players are targeted. You agree with that?
I agree. Yep, very much. Just look at the classic semifinals, like the players that got there. Yeah,
So
just
I think you're going to like last stage then.
oh, you mean in tour
Yeah,
or in, yeah, it's like stage three is probably could offer better racing. Not gonna lie, because the climbs are reasonably steep. Like it ends on La Planche, so and
yeah.
it's
I'm
like a short
curious about
climb, so
that stage because I think it may become tactical in some way.
yeah, especially because like the players are forced to attack if they lose time on either stage one or stage two. And in stage four, I feel like it's going to be about the peloton relaying or not relaying
Yeah.
to say
Also,
better. Well,
I
yeah,
think
yeah, I'm listening.
it's the stages are long.
Yeah, pretty much all of them except stage one are above 200 kilometers, so that's quite a lot. Green bar is going to matter, although, like I said, with high stamina values, it's more so about who places the winning attack. I feel like 78
Well,
stamina on the climber means that he never really dies. Like if you're in a good position, even with almost empty green bar, you have a good chance of recovering and fighting again. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting tour for sure. It's in 2 weeks, right? In on Monday. Okay, yeah, it should be. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The group could have been worse. Um, I feel like the groups are fairly balanced. Like I don't think there's like a conference league and a Champions League group like in classics. So I guess we'll see. I'm not gonna make
yeah,
too many
I'm
predictions.
curious because I think it's going to be a pretty particular racing in semifinals. So
I'll
I'll wait. I'm
probably
waiting to see it. I'm really waiting to see it.
I'll probably recon them like a day or like on the day or the day before and
Yeah, whenever
tell you
if you
my
want.
findings.
Yeah, if you want, we can recon together.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Vamos.
Anyway, vamos. Yeah, so I'm fairly satisfied. Just gotta pass. Hopefully tomorrow, and uh, well, would be a disappointment if I didn't pass in line round three, but it could happen definitely.
Yeah, obviously,
So
but let's try to prevent that.
yeah. And then we move on to teams again, right? Yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's gonna be a bit of a relief because like teams are arguably more fun, especially
yeah,
road
especially when you have
proper.
the good team Laxers.
Yeah. Laxers are a very cool team. I love them. Uh, I can't say a bad word about them. Like, and we've been kind of rocking the whole competition so far, so it also helps the team spirits. Well, there have been like two mistakes, but it's okay. Like,
Yeah, I think they happens.
yeah.
I was watching
Uh,
yesterday. Pompon actually killed your group in classics.
yeah, yeah. It was. I mean, the racing itself was not that bad, but also it's classic, so it's never going to be as good as inline.
Yeah,
Uh,
never
so
being
like, yeah,
as good as anything else. Even the individual time trials are funnier than classics.
Yeah, exactly, because you at least have the moment of suspense that you don't know who wins, and like they arrive one by one and beat each other's times. So that's always pretty exciting. At least like it's like Sanremo. Like the last few minutes are exciting, and in ITTs the last few seconds. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, you're right.
I anyway, nice to hear you, Gracia. I probably will be going because I can barely keep my eyes open at this point. So
Yeah, I'm going to
uh
because I need to sleep for tomorrow.
oh yeah, that's always a good idea. Sleep maxing.
Good
Uh,
night.
anyway, good
And
night, good night. Buona
we
noche.
can actually close the stream right now because interviews ended. Well, let's see.
You
Well,
were goated, Grossi.
yeah. What?
You were goated as
Thank you,
a
thank you, thank
commentator.
you.
I
Thank you.
watched a bit when I could. Anyway, see ya. Good night.
Yeah, good night. Okay, we can actually close this stream, this long stream, and I'm already prepared on the 850 kilometers tour semifinals. Thank you, organizer, for giving your soldiers the strongest battles. Um, See you for inline third round, which will be commented by me, I think. So see you in next days. Hello, everyone.